Great O-line, a great running back, great receivers. He's averaging 24 touchdowns, 9 picks, and 3,900 yards. That's good. It ain't $35 million a year good. It's not that good, so that's my concern. I do not care that he was underpaid early in his career. That's not my problem. Be a higher draft pick. The entire league. Do you know how underpaid Lamar Jackson is right now? Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson for 4 years. If you play early in the NFL as a quarterback, you're going to get underpaid. You're going to be massively underpaid. Josh Allen's massively underpaid. They're all underpaid. Baker Mayfield may be a little overpaid, not a cheap shot, just true. But all these guys are. Lamar Jackson makes $10 million a year. He was the MVP. MVP should be making $38 million a year. He'll get his money over time. Dak on the cheap. Remember, Dak's been on the cheap for all these years. One playoff win on the cheap. So now you got to make cuts. So Dallas is essentially saying, we're going to go the opposite way of the New England Patriots. Dallas is saying, no, we know what we're doing. The Patriots don't know what they're doing. We're going to pay all our top stars top dollar. So the Cowboys with Dak will have a top 5 quarterback contract, a top 5 running back contract, a top 5 wide receiver contract, and a top 5 defensive end contract, and a very expensive offensive line. And Jalen Smith is great, but he's not cheap. That's the opposite of what the Patriots do. And Zeke, the most replaceable position, is the only one of those players that you would consider top 2 or 3 in the league at his position. So you're essentially paying guys more than you would argue in a salary cap sport their value probably is. So, this is the opposite of what New England did. And I know I hear this all the time. Well, he deserves. Folks, find me a 50-year-old in America that doesn't think they were underpaid in their 20s. 20s, it's a rite of passage. You'll be underpaid. Interns, you probably won't be paid. You start making good money in your 30s, hopefully, great money in your 40s and 50s, and then at 60, you better have saved some of it. Everybody in this league is underpaid in their 20s until their first contract. And I don't think you deserve a Powerball ticket because you were underpaid. It depends on how good you are in those years leading up to the big contract. Dak's been good, not great, and he was bad at the end of last year. And by the way, once again, Dallas dominates the offseason. They did this last year. It should be noted in their own division, Philadelphia had 2 issues. Cornerback, they addressed it with Darius Slay. Some argue the best pure corner in football. Wide receiver, they draft one. Marquise Goodwin, Alshon Jeffrey, Deshaun Jackson's coming back. They addressed their 2 issues.